recap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho. Ocho, Michael Parsons was reportedly viewed by some Cowboys teammates as egotistical and self-centered.
Oh, man.
Hold on. Sports Illustrated Albert Breer reports Martin, Lamb, and Prescott are very popular in the locker room. That's Zach Martin, CeeDee Lamb, Dak Prescott. That's not the who has rankled teammates in different ways, seen by some as egotistical and self-centered. His podcast, which we knew, Ocho, has created issues too, and they go all the way up to the quarterback Dak Prescott. We said that we would start hearing negative comments about Michael. Ocho, what did I tell you? We just had this, when we had this conversation, I said, Ocho, now pretty soon you will start hearing negative comments about Michael Stephen at that locker room. I said, coming, Ocho. I know it's coming. But I always felt, because here's the thing, Ocho. You do a podcast,
yes, sir.
You lose, the first thing they're going to say. If you get your ass off the podcast and practice and study your play, you win games. In order for your podcast, you got to be interesting, you got to be entertaining. So you got to take shots at other people. And, you know, I think there was a situation, wasn't they talking about quarterback, and he didn't have Dak in the top 5 or something like that? Remember that? So, I get it. I don't have a problem. I think the thing is, Ocho, a lot of people want to get on the media, going to get in the media space, and they're trying to create that medium now. But you have to be careful. You really have to be careful. I tell guys, look, if CBS or Fox or NBC calls you and they ask you, go do it on your Bible. Go to your local news station. Talk sports. Talk to the guy that does sports. That's what I did when I was in Denver. I had a local radio show. But when they call me, hey, I'm going to do highlights. Do something. But this podcast, I mean, you have to be careful. And plus, and I'm going to turn it to you, Ocho. Everybody is not going to be liked in a locker room. I don't care how great you are. There are going to be some people that you're going to rub the wrong way. You don't talk too much. You standoffish. You don't talk enough. You don't ingratiate yourself to the locker room. So everybody is not going to be beloved. That's okay. That's okay. But I knew this podcast would cause an issue. Go ahead, Ocho.
It shouldn't have. There's no reason it should cause an issue. Anything Micah decides to do outside of the game of football, when he's not playing, he's not in meetings, he's not playing a game, you know, it's all for it. I'm all for it. If you know Micah, if you met him personally, and you understand he's a very playful, fun-loving guy. He's a likable person. He's not in the type of person that you can not like, you know, or one of those people who come to work and is strictly business. He doesn't associate with you. No, he's friendly. So again, when things like this come out, of course, those who might not like him, or those who probably don't do their goddamn job on Sundays, they want to talk. I bet you that. Those who don't like him are the ones who don't show up like he showed up the past 4 years and do what he's supposed to do. And being one of the few who's had 12 sacks in the last 4 years at his position. I guarantee that. Let's pull up the stats for the people or the person that's in that locker room that claims they don't like him. And I guarantee that doesn't live up to the standard at their position that he lives up to with his. I bet you that. It's always hate that shit. I'm sorry. It's always someone that's not frowned upon. Someone else who's doing something outside of the building, but they handle their business inside of the building, especially in between the lines. That's it.
It is. But I'm not surprised. I'm sure there are a lot of people that like me in Denver. Some didn't. Some people like me in Baltimore. Some didn't. I guess some a little more now than others, but hey, that's not a good Oh, Joe,
hey, that's what we for Luke. That's what we for Luke. I mean, I know, but I'm just,
It threw a lot of people for a loop, Ocho. But hey, look, it's over with now. And let's go to that record because it's just add some layers to it. Just a week ago, Dak said he was confident Parsons would be on the field for the Cowboys matchup week 1. Well, Dak has a new tune since Michael got dealt. I definitely think he was going to get I definitely didn't think he was going to get traded, but just the way that their negotiations went down, obviously to some extent, hell, y'all were asking me questions. Remember, I said that's how it becomes a distraction. Because you're not asking me about the game, you're asking me about Michael's contract. Y'all asking me questions. It seemed like it had gotten personal, which we said that it had become personal, and so that's why I wasn't surprised. Yeah, I told you, it's Jerry Eagle. Now, it came out today that Deron Bland got a contract extension.
Yeah,
but did you know?
Well deserved. Well deserved.
But they had been working with his representative since offseason. Jake Ferguson got a deal. They had been working with his representative all offseason. They're trying to get Tyler Smith done. They're working with his representative. You see here, Ocho?
Yeah.
See how Jerry Eagle wouldn't let him work with Michael's agent because I'm going to show you I do what I want to do. And if you want to do a deal here, you're going to do it my way. Yeah. So if you work with all of those guys' representatives, he worked with CD's representative, he worked with Dak's representative. I just listed 3 guys' representatives that he worked with. But for some reason, he was unwilling to work with Michael's representative.
He took that friendship and those conversations to heart. He took those friendships, those conversations and that friendship to heart. And Micah stood that right down the middle. Listen, I play for your team, you sign my checks, and when it comes to conducting business, you don't have to talk to my representation. Even after whatever handshake, whatever words might have been exchanged. That's not the way contracts work. That's not the way business works. You were trying to undermine Michael Parsons. You were trying to pay him not what he's worth, obviously, because he mentioned about what he was offering, but the offering that he was paying Michael to make Miles paid was before T.J. Watt got paid. It was before Myles Garrett got paid.
And plus, he said, I will make you the highest paid, but you added years. You added a year to it.
Trying to be slick.
Trying to be slick. Myles Garrett got 4 years, 160.
Your security system should be a deterrent. CPI Smart Security with real-time response is much more than that. Using audio and live video. CPI Security, leave the premises now. Police have been dispatched. I see someone wearing a black hoodie and jeans. CPI can confirm the emergency, ensuring the fastest response possible. Whenever a second counts, count on CPI.
No, bro, I'm not going to let you do that. I shook your hand, but I told you, call my agent, call my representative. You won't call the representative back?
No.
It's like, nah. They told you, no, you want to do a 5-year plus the option, that's 6 years. Right. Most agents want to keep that thing 4 plus the 1 because I want another fight in there. Now, because once Michael's contract, once his that 136 guaranteed money, so within the first 3 years, he's not going to have any more guaranteed money to back in, Ocho. So now, and plus, that means his cap number is going to be extremely high because I get to prorate that 120 over a 5-year period. So I try to divvy it up equally. But at the back end, those last couple of years, Ocho, that thing gonna be high as a giraffe head.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So now I come back to the table. Well, 6 years. Nah, Michael said, hey, I'm 26. I can get another bite of this apple at 30. Oh, y'all have to see your boy at 30. 30, come on now. But that's what I'm looking at. I'm like, hold on. What you mean they talk to Deron Bland's representative? What do you mean they talk to Jake Ferguson's representative? What do you mean they're looking to talk to Tyler Smith's representative? Micah just asked to talk to my representative. No, we had a deal. No, he didn't. I shook your hand and told you. Call my agent.
Right.
He knew what the agent was going to say.
Oh, you know, hey, wait, you're supposed to be the best agent in the game? Oh, you know exactly what he's going to say. You know exactly. You can't pull a fast one on the agent.
Right.
Pull a fast one on the player.
Yeah, because he's looking at Michael's looking at Ocho. He's looking at that. Man, 200 million, Ocho?
Oh, no. See, it looked good. It looked good. But the They even got a magnifying glass. Let me peel back some of these layers to this 200 million you're talking about. You know?
Yeah, got light on. You know what I'm saying? It was dark in the room. We'll try to see. I need to. You know, you go to these restaurants, Ocho, and they hand you the menu. I pull out my phone right quick, put that light on. Ooh, really prices. Damn.
Hey, it never, ever seems what they say it is. Never. That's why you need representation.
That's it. I'm not saying. We've seen guys, we see Lamar and his mom, and with the help of an NFLPA lawyer, would contract themselves. But they made it abundantly clear. We're not hiring representation. We'll do something hourly. We'll get an NFLPA. We saw Bobby Wagner do that. We saw Sherm do his own contract. Okay, if the guy says I'm doing my own contract, I got no problem with that. You can, the owner, the general manager, can work directly with the player. You see Shea Gilgis. Now, it's a lot easier in basketball because you can get the max or damn near close to a max deal. So Shea says, I'm not going to hand over 3-4% when I already know I'm going to get the max.
Right.
Got it. But in the NFL, hey, Lamar says, I feel I can go it alone. That 3%, I can keep that in my pocket. And when you're dealing with that kind of money, 3% don't seem like much. When you start dealing $100, $200, $300 million, 3% is a damn lot of money. A whole lot of money. So with that being said, he knew Michael had representation. Now, he worked with everybody else's representation. Now, if that's what I read was correct, it said they've been working with the Ron Bland representation all offseason. Same thing with Jake Ferguson, and they're working with Tyler Smith, trying to get something done now. We know they work with Dak Prescott. He's the highest paid. Todd, he didn't do a deal directly with Dak. He worked with Todd France, who's the CD's agent. He worked with that, but for some reason, I just need to know why was he so unwilling to work with David Mugalev. I just need somebody to explain that to me.
Also, probably understand, maybe he didn't want to pay Mike all along. Maybe he didn't want to pay Mike all along, understanding that he had other deals coming off the table, like the Ron Bland, or whatever he's getting ready to do with Jake Ferguson, or whoever else they might pay before the season starts.
CAA? Okay, they with CAA. Yeah, but here's the thing, Ocho. If that's the case, if you needed to stop the run, if you didn't like the way Michael was hurt, if you don't think Michael, so why would you negotiate? So why would you want to do a deal with the guy? Right. If he's not what you think he is, or he's not the player, so why would you even try to work a deal with him? Why not just go ahead and trade him? Why not get a draft pick this year?
Because he was lying to himself, or he was lying to us, trying to make us believe that he's the reason. Yes. Believe like, okay, now he's gone. Well, we let him go because, hey, we need to get better at stopping the run. Child, please. Stop playing.
Yeah. You hadn't been able to stop the run for 4 years. So what you got all these defensive tackles for? You see, the problem that I have is that your defense was not built to stop the run. Your offense was. And Shannon, what do you, and people, I know Chad, you asked me, well, Shannon, what do you mean by that? His offense was built to get the lead. And so now his defense get their ears back. They're an undersized defense. And as long as you can keep the game close or you can get the lead, you have to pound their ass. Pause. You can run the ball. Because I know what y'all about to say some crazy stuff. So, in other words, you can run.
I didn't want to live paycheck to paycheck anymore. I wanted to do more for my family. So I enrolled in my computer career.
The instructors and career placement team gave me the confidence I needed to achieve my goals.
Take the first step to learn more. mycomputercareer.edu.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm okay with being snitched. Because I know what I did. I know what I've been through. But, Nick, you is a snitch too, Nick. And I ain't happy about it. I'm mad about it. Because I've been doing this the whole time. And I didn't even say nothing. I sat right here and still let the blame be on me. Because the love I had for you. But when y'all come out of jail and y'all brought that stupid stuff out of here, I left that stupid stuff in jail. Y'all brought that stupid stuff out here. Yeah, I'm mad about it. I knew it. I knew it. I told all y'all, hey, bro, I did this for y'all because I care about y'all. I didn't have to do that for y'all. These niggas be pretending, bro. These niggas be pretending, bro. They misleading. These kids out here, bro, think about it, bro. It's proven fact. We didn't know where the switch was until we heard the dirt rap back. Nigga, I've been in the street playing with weapons when I was a kid all my life. But I ain't know where the switch was till I heard the dirt rap about it. Have I ever had one? No. Do I got one now? No. Do I own a weapon? No. Is a weapon in my home? No. Because I trust in God 100%. Because God has shown me. God has walked with me. God has delivered me. God has protected me from the ones that I call friends. For the ones that I protected when I shouldn't never protected. You know how many families and homes been destroyed because of this? And everybody thought it was because of me. And guess what I did? I let them think that because of my heart towards those I care about. I let people blame me as the person. I let people crucify me. I let people do all that to me. Just for these niggas to come out here. Just so these niggas can come out here and spark this shit back up. I ain't going to war with y'all this time.
He was with him. Then put y'all subscribe, like, share the video. Man, this is what I'm thinking, right? I think with all these phone calls that we, right? All this could have been avoided if Pee-wee didn't start doing all this talking, running his mouth, dissing the wrong person, which is who? Sadie Nash. I think by Pee-wee and others coming at bloggers like Sadie Nash, I think the connections that Sadie Nash got, he got his hands on that audio and he's been plotting. Y'all gotta pay attention to what Sadie Nash is doing and how he's talking. He's talking a little bit too cocky. Not to be behind all this right here. See, I think people underestimated the bloggers because when it comes to rappers and real street humans like that, they think bloggers is this and that. And they think bloggers, especially ones like us, don't have no power, they don't have no commitment. But when you step on the wrong toe, you step on that nail, you step on that glass, and you got no steel-toe boots on. Yeah. You ain't got to strengthen. And that's what Sadie Nash is doing. Now, I don't know if the gunner team reaching out to Sadie. I don't know if